Test. There we go. Hi. So, where are we on this? Yeah, a few little corrections here and there for the lettering, I guess. Not that it matters, because I already took a picture of it. I guess there's no need for me to pen dip this. I'm using the marker for this, because we're not going to color over it. Yeah, same thing with all this. I'll probably do some of these letterings. Especially that TJ one. TJ one's kind of like throwing me off here a bit. So, I don't need to record that. Just fix it. Yeah, because I have to get a spot where there's a splotch on there. I'm still insisting on doing it freehand. Oh, to me, I think it has a certain look to it. It's not meant to be a technical piece, I guess. Alright. Let's make the J. Yeah, there we go. I'll adjust and make that bigger as I see fit. Okay. Need a bigger brush. Need a bigger pen. There we go. That's more like it. Just popped in my head. Oh, two things are in my head right now. The biggest sin you can ever be committing as like a creator is being annoying. And I guess that's a personal thing of mine. It's just like, I don't want to be annoying. I'm always afraid when asking someone about anything that I'm being annoying. Like, there's a YouTuber who's, said he's looking for someone to edit the game streams on his gaming channel. I emailed him once, no response, alright? It's been over a week. Probably should email him again. But would I be annoying that way? I don't know. I guess I should just email him again. As long as they don't reiterate the same email. Because, you know, shit gets lost. I'll email him again. Just be like, hey, don't know if you got my last one. I won't even say that. Like, hey, are you still looking for a spot for your gaming channel? The other thing I was trying to make a video on, I still want to make a video on, because there's this YouTuber named Shoe on Head, and she touched on something that she's not the first one to say it. Trying to say like these like leftists and lefty people just hate their families and hate their I don't know, hate their lives. He was saying in this video. And without context, it sounds weird, but yeah, that was just one aspect of the video she made. It kind of hung on me for a bit because it's just the irony of that statement when applying it to my life and all my friends' lives who, despite us being pretty, you know, lefty leaning, are all in touch with our families. Our mostly conservative families. We're still like in touch with them. You know, still go to holiday evenings. And the ultimate irony is that part of our family cut us off for calling the January 6ers like traitors and shit. And insurrectionists. It's like we almost hit a personal nerve. And I guess also the stepmother felt kind of taken aback because we had a conversation about Trayvon Martin. He's a kid who got murdered by a wannabe cop, neighborhood watch guy, who's not even a cop. You know, he's found guilty. He was found not guilty, and brags about his murder. Since then, I mean, he kind of went underground after he got punched in the face a few times. Well, yeah, a conversation about that and what likely happened, and then they cut us off years later. You know, try to keep in contact with them, and they just got really short. The stepmother got really short with us, you know, with my husband, and wouldn't relay any messages, and all of a sudden we got a text message saying that we're cut out. he's cut out of the will and all that bullshit. And I just kind of want to make it a video about that. Kind of counteracting the narrative people like Shoe on Head try to spread, that like people like us, because we criticize the country we live in and advocate for better living conditions. I don't know what I'm doing, working on this book, this first page still. I'm done with it. When we get 5 of these done, you know, I was gonna, I don't have to keep retaping this when it comes time to watercolor it. I guess I'll have to, fuck it. I think for the next page, though, I won't tape it down, I'll just lay it on top of this other blank page. Just so it has a soft surface for me to draw on. I guess if I do tape it, just, I don't know, just make it quick and easy, I guess, fuck it. Just a pain in the ass, because I'll be taping this down again when it comes to coloring it, but that won't be for a while. My goal is to get 5 of these pages done before I start coloring these, and just do coloring 5 pages at a time. By then I should probably have a little more practice in color theory and watercolors. Yeah, I didn't have any time to write any notes down or anything, so I don't have much going on today. But I do think it's important to just try to document this process as much as possible. Once I get 2 of these done, I'm going to start submitting them to agencies and see what they think with the outline. I guess I might have to be open to rewrites and changes and things. Or I could be brave and take the Jeff Smith approach and be like, nah, it's either what I have written or nothing. There's several times where Bone almost didn't happen the way it did. Like, they're getting published by Scholastic and they had issue with certain words like damn and hell. And like, we need to take these out. And he's like, no, I'm just going to take my stuff and leave. And it was like 10 minutes later, I got called back. It's like, okay, well, we're going to submit these without any changes then. Since, like, who gives a shit? I think there's going to be, like, a moral panic over Scholastic allowing words like damn and hell in one of their fucking storybooks. Give me a break. If anything, it'll just work in your favor in terms of sales. Pearl-clutching controversies sell. Alright, let's put this away. Get the next page out. Page 2. In fact, now I think about it, I haven't thumbnailed all the pages yet either. I did several. 5? Did I do 5? I think I did at least 5. Yeah, look at that, I did 5 at least. That's not my 6th one. Alright. Now this is as vague as it gets. Signs pointing to like food and toys. All 4 mice out in the open. Alright. Where's my... Let's pull out my... Got 6B, got 2B, my stupid 4H. And 2H at least. There it is. 2H pencil. What's next? Yeah, where's my tape? I want masking tape, I want my art tape. There's my art tape. Heat up the battery. It's pure white. Hey, Kyle. Let me bring that up here. Should have a habit of putting my chat up so I can actually look at it. There we go. I do advocate personal freedom, equality, and society. Yes. I know, how dare we. Wait, today's Monday. Garbage day is not till Wednesday. Garbage day. Just quickly. I was playing Final Fantasy Crisis Core the other day. Good game and everything. Like the battle mechanics. Story could have used a little work. The writing, at least. One thing that almost broke me, though, is there's a section where you have to do busy work. And busy JRPG busy work, where it's like, oh, you gotta gather all these stupid items to make a flower wagon for this one character named Aerith. And it's just so boring and so tedious. For something that's supposed to, I guess, be heartwarming, but to me it was just like, oh my god, please, can we just fight the monsters now? Alrighty. Put my glass pendant away here. I mean, I have to fall and die. Route it up here. All right. Oh yeah. First, let's block this in. Let's try and give it some leeway so I can write the dialogue in. 12 by 12. Okay. I want just like a square looking sign. And one says like food, toys, hey, all the things that mice usually play with. What's my line of dialogue on this? Yeah. Plenty of food that mice like, from the hot dog trees, soda plants, and sprouts of grilled cheese sandwiches. They all follow one simple rule. That should be philosophy. They all follow one simple philosophy. Give it to me, it's mine! I want this to be a little more surreal looking. But clear. Of course, it's not gonna look. It's probably so light sketching right now you can't even see it. Through a 1080 webcam. Which I think over a decade old now. Alright. big ass signs there. Got tiny little mice out here. Well, let's just have them all flat out. Let's have them scattered about a little bit. Like one's on top of a rock. One's down here. One's closer, climbing up. Climb up like a big log or a big tree of some sort. This one's kind of like praising the site. And that way we get a showcase of other ones. Let's see, who's furthest back on the first page? Looks like that would have been Nin. So yeah. Nin. Let's see. Marilyn. Greg. TJ. Okay, have him step on, say on a big one of the big mushrooms here. Not really much I want to be lightly sketching because I think it's just mainly all foliage and plants and whatever. What kind of plants? I don't know yet. Just need to get some forest references. Yeah, I can picture that. Okay. I think I don't need. One's not going to require too much hard planning, surprisingly. Just lock them in with the shapes. Have his tail go off to the side here, point in this direction, so when people read left to right, points to that direction. Look up some weird trees, I guess. Let's see what we can get. Something that's not AI generated, I guess. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty fucking unique looking. Yeah. That looks like it's mirrored. It's like a whole collection of just sloped trees. Interesting. Just draw a cool S there. How it goes. For no reason. Especially when it's like man, it's a reference I don't even get. Who popularized this? So it wasn't a punk rock band, right? Super F, Priority, Pointy S, Graffiti S. Child lore that is typically doodled on children's notebooks or graffitied on walls. Exact origin unknown. Prevalent around 1980s. Okay. And if people ask why, I'd be like, why not? And let's have some vines going over it. Some of it. It's unkempt. Man, if my nephews ever get a hand on this book, they're not gonna recognize that reference, but all the adults will. Yay. Not even a significant reference, it's just a obscure symbol a bunch of kids used to draw on their notepads. I guess this ages me. It's like, oh man, you know he was in his fucking early 40s when he drew this. It could be worse. I could be putting like pop culture references in here. And that's one thing I've made an effort to avoid when doing like the parody books, is just avoiding any kind of like in jokes or pop culture references. Or at least if they are dated in that sense. It's something that still can be universal. Like, I was thinking of having like a Marjorie Taylor the Green character in the trans mission book that I wrote the script of. But you know, I haven't. So I could draw her, but not mention her by name. If I mention her by name, then it's like fucking dated. It's like, who the hell's that? But if I say a line like, "Some people try to warn us about the trans," and draw her picture, some people will get. It won't matter if they don't. Just references to how there was politicians that, quote unquote, try to warn us. Let me do that S. We can do that better. It's a little, there we go. I wasn't planning on a cool S, but now I am. So, we do that around it. Alright. Oof. Alright, just move the Y over a little bit. I think it's back to where it was. Yeah, have like a vine coming out of that.
This hardcore piece of audio has been brought to you by Beatrop and Matt Pollard, featuring Ailshawn.
Cool ass time. Giant root here. Gotta remember their size. They are mice, so everything's gonna be freaking huge. I don't feel like the one climbing up here should be like knocking something down, like a nest. Like, get the hell out of my way. Maybe TJ kicking a grasshopper off the mushroom, like, the fuck out of my way. Get out of here, grasshopper. Something of that nature. Down on my screen. No. Oh, you just have to move him around. Alright, I have Nin right there. It's gonna have a more flat face. Guess that's another thing to consider. How do they... Man. Mouse walk cycle. Imagine it's... right forward. And no, they just leap. Yeah, they just hop along. So his ass would be in the air. There we go. Better picture. This is supposed to be Nin, right? Yep. So his ass is going to be in the air. I think his foot would be touching there. Second foot would be right there. I did not draw him with any claws, did I? Not really. Put him on here. Yes and no. I think the only one I gave... Oh man, it's just fucking annoying. There's literally one paw here that has claws. Alright, we're gonna have to fix that. Just blend that in. Apparently I gave him pads. And his other foot doesn't have any. You can deal with the pads. The claws is a bit of an issue. Just have to walk some of that back. That's all. We don't have mistakes, it's happy accidents. Uh-huh, yeah, sure. You can call them that. I'll take care of this right now. Don't get finicky on me now. There we go. Let's retake that picture. Pretend that never happened. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, just pretend that didn't happen. Ninjas kind of have some big feet here. Yeah, here's my reference for mice. Oh god, where's my pictures? There. Okay, well that's... Ah, right, okay. There. His head smaller. It's too small. Just blocking in first. Let's get this out. Get this done right. There we go. All right. So I see his cheese wedge ear. Smile on his face. Trying to keep his characters matched up here. moss on this branch here. Guess we should have some other life in here too, you know, some moths. I don't know. How does a moth look like? No, I don't want to make him a butterfly. Oh my god. Moth. Just moth. I don't want Moth Reader. I don't want Mother Jones. Give me some moths. And put a little caterpillar here. Make things look a little more alive. Hey, look at that. Reference for mushrooms. I'll download that. Put some water and make it like a cup mushroom. Yeah. And we'll give it tiger stripes or something. Good idea of leaves in there. solidify that a little bit. It's not gonna have too many leaves here. It's just a single branch coming out. Having hot dog trees and soda streams and whatever. That's where some cynical kids gonna be like, that's stupid. They would never have that. They wouldn't have hot dog trees. Hot dog trees, that would never happen. It's like, you're so smart, kid. You're so smart. I had my phase like that at a bit when I was like, yeah, this is stupid. It would never happen like that. That would never happen. You know, watching Looney Tunes at one point, they start hitting out those preteens ages. Oh, that's stupid. That never happened if a cat got hit with an axe like that. It's on the blood and guts. This book's stupid. It's talking about soda plants and hot dog trees and grilled cheese coming out of the ground. What is he? Insane? Is he mad? Is he madness? Yes. I am madness. I have come to reap your sanity. Like the Chukturga from the GameCube game. Eternal Darkness of the Spotless Mind. I think that's how it was titled. Eternal Darkness of the Spotless Mind. Yeah, that was it. That was the actual title. Starring Jim Carrey, Sigourney Weaver, and James Earl Jones. Yeah, Eternal Darkness of the Spotless Mind. There's a guy that's been splicing in like actors in certain games like Half-Life 2. That's what I need. I need to see Jim Carrey. Oh, he's had like Mr. Bean in like Grand Theft Auto. Tony Soprano and like Borderlands or some shit. Stuff like that. I want to see Jim Carrey in Eternal Darkness. Because that game might be a little too primitive for that sort of cross edit, maybe. Alrighty. I'll go on. Probably make a wise decision here. It almost sounds like the chicken dance playing in the background. Probably a good sign to go to bed. Hi. Okay. I mean, since I don't have any other projects, well, I do have other projects I can work on too to switch off here. Just rather not. This is TJ. Okay, so we can do these moss. I can actually identify them better. Moss, butterflies, whatever they look like. Sure. We're running off over here. Where this is. This will be... Oh, let's make it Maryland here. Let's see, J. I gave him 4 tufts too. Okay. Just making sure I'm staying consistent. Fix up Maryland. Oh, Maryland, I gave him 3. Make a note there. Not 4. Oh yeah, it's his tail. paw. What's that leave? That leaves Greg. Well, I'd say we should be looking up. He's basically just like, praise the Lord. There's goodies here. Greg's packing a lot in that trunk. I don't know if it makes sense to see his eyes here. And no, it makes sense to have his nose popping out. Probably not his eyes, though. Yeah, his ears are back, though, indicating that he's looking up. Grass here. I was going to ask, how did he lose his tail? Why is his tail cut off? None of your business. It's rude to ask. Who knows? Oh, I like this. 3 bulbs. I don't know, put like a bee there. Yeah, make it look like it's full of life. Or some kind of bug, I don't care. Whatever this is. Whatever this looks like, that's what it is. I don't even care. I want something, I just want things to look fantastical. Even though it's going to get pretty grounded pretty fast. That's fine. I mean, overall not grounded. I mean, you're going to have mice playing video games and pulling grilled cheese out of the ground like it's like they're potatoes. Can't say it's that grounded. Story-wise, might be. All right. Yeah, get a little dimension to the sign here. Oh yeah, how's the sign standing up? I don't like it blending in with the flower there. This is kind of like a everything's in focus kind of shot. There we go. Some mushrooms growing on the side here. Alright, let's fix the sign. Alright. Time. Alright, gotta go to bed. I gotta be responsible and go to bed. Oh, guess I have to raise up this thing here. Or at least tighten it down. Up. There. At least with it being up a little higher. Yeah, I almost have the whole picture now. Yeah, wouldn't hurt to go up a little higher. Yeah, even for the GoPro. All right. Maybe fish pie. Ugh. I don't want. Just turn this off. try a different angle when I record this from now on. Instead of straight down. I think that makes more sense.